All right. Hi guys, welcome back to Everything Annabelle. My name is Annabelle. If you are brand new, if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. Today, my video is going to be about like a college question and answer. I posted that on my Instagram story a couple days ago, and a bunch of you guys responded with a lot of really good questions. So I definitely wanted to go over the top 5 that I think were kind of being repeated. Things that I found were the most relevant. And then I'll kind of go over like other little things, but I definitely do want to go over the top 5 reoccurring, tips and tricks for going to college. The first question that I was asked about was time management. So, like I've said in my previous video, college, you have a lot of downtime in college. I know when I was going to college, I didn't realize really how the schedule worked. So much more time, so it's definitely important to manage your time wisely. Things that I found to work for me, I do have an agenda. Let me bring that over. I got this agenda at TJ Maxx, and it's gold, and it says like 2019, and I absolutely loved it. I got this one last August. I'm very just into gold and glitter. If you can't already tell. I was at TJ Maxx, and I don't think it was very expensive, probably like 10 bucks. And let me show you, I would use this one. So this was my long-term agenda. So I would keep this one on my desk opened all the time, right? So right around final season for the first semester, this was my December. So I would put I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm hoping you guys can see it. It has accounting, accounting project due, app avail becomes available, paper due, lab project due, final paper due, and I would use different colors for different classes. So I found that to be super, super helpful because I feel for the day-to-day stuff, I wasn't really looking at this one as much because I don't, I'd keep it in my backpack, I would keep it on my desk for a majority of the time, but I wasn't referring to this every second of every day. On my Mac, I know that they have the sticky note option, so I would do that for my day-to-day assignments. So on Monday or every Sunday of the week, I would go through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I would put what everything was due on the days, and then that helped just keep my assignments organized. So then if I did, so let's say I had an assignment due on Tuesday and I did it on Monday, then I would delete it. I found that to be satisfying because I would delete it, and then if I had another assignment in that class due on Friday, then I would write second assignment due on Friday. And if I did it on Thursday, again, I would delete it early. So I definitely found that to be very helpful to kind of have the two sort of my day-to-day, my day-to-day weekly, and then my monthly, my semester, my long-term sort of thing. And I like that it's a little bit bigger, but I also like that it's thin too, so it doesn't really weigh anything. So I love it, and I got this one in TJ Maxx. Another question I got, cute clothes for cold weather. So cold, if you're in New England and you're going to school, it is going to be freezing. The thing I would recommend is getting a down jacket. I know that my freshman year I didn't have a down jacket. I just had a regular kind of winter jacket, but it ended at my waist and I was freezing all the time. So then this year my mom had surprised me in October, and she got me a nice down jacket. Definitely black. I think black is slimming. I think black never goes out of style. So I prefer black down jackets, a black down puffer jacket. And mine was from Marmont. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it. I'll link it below. And I absolutely loved it. It went down to my knees, and it zipped up my face, and it had a nice fur trim hood, and it kept me so warm. I think it was 700 down, something like that. I don't know. But the fact there will be days where there's a blizzard at school and maybe you don't have to go to class, but you're still gonna have to eat. You're still gonna have to do certain things. So even if it's snowing and even if it's freezing, life goes on. So it's definitely important to have that jacket. As far as cute outfits, I loved wearing Lululemon leggings. I have them in a bunch of different colors. So I have a black, I have a plum, I have a navy kind of color. Even just a hoodie, this is a large Champion hoodie. I feel a nice cute hoodie with leggings and your a nice pair of sneakers, a chunky sneaker if it's not necessarily snowing, looks really cute. I have a Lululemon hoodie. I feel any gray hoodie under a black down puffer jacket will always look cute, and you can accessorize with hats and earmuffs and stuff like that. Because one of my friends had a really cute pair of earmuffs. Cuter sometimes what I would wear. I'm trying to think, because in the wintertime I'm a hermit. I just wear leggings and a sweatshirt and my down jacket. But let's say if it's not necessarily super cold yet, I guess, I would often wear a sweatshirt and my jean jacket, and I might even wear like a different colored pair of ripped jeans, but I can tough out the cold a little bit more. So if you're sensitive to the cold, maybe not wear ripped jeans, but definitely just mix and match like different basics. I have a lot of cropped sweatshirts as well, so I feel like even if you take a sweatshirt like this and you crop it, it instantly, like, you're still warm, but I do think that makes it a little bit cuter with a nice puffer jacket. I wear chunky white sneakers regardless of whether it's snowing or not, so I feel like that just like looks dope. Other thing too, joggers. So I always feel bad, like I love wearing gray joggers with a chunky white sneaker, a darker gray hoodie, and then a down puffer jacket. I think that's such a cute like winter outfit with like hoops like this, or just like big earrings. I think that's so just fashionable for the winter time. So homesickness, advice for someone who might get homesick. So for me, going to college for the first time, my dad had passed away the July of after my senior year of high school. So when I went to school in September, I was definitely I definitely was not, I think, as confident or as like mentally ready to like leave my family as I might have been had, you know, he not passed away. I definitely experienced lots of homesickness in that fall and in the spring. Missing my mom, missing my sister, because I do have such a comfortable home. I do feel so blessed. And not having my dad around, definitely, like, I was ready to go to college, but I obviously wasn't ready for like that major change in my life. For me, what helped, I made sure to call my mom like at least once a week. So whether that was like a Monday or a Friday before I went out, I think that just because you're in college doesn't mean you don't have to talk to your parents. So I feel like just because you're there doesn't mean that it's like you forget about them. I made sure to call my mom once a week. I texted my mom all the time, and there were definitely times that I got homesick, and I guess my biggest advice to that would be like, don't be afraid to go home. Obviously, if you live a little bit farther from where you're going to school, you know, that might have its own challenges, but if you live within an hour to 2 hours away, like, there is absolutely no shame in going home on a Friday and coming back on Sunday or going back on Monday morning. So going to college, I thought that more people were gonna be used to more people were gonna be excited to just like never go home again, and that's all of my friends go home all the time. People go home to recharge a lot more than they think you do. It's not like you get to college and everyone is like, yeah, I'm gonna be here like every single day for the year. Like, that's not how it is. Everybody goes home like a lot more often than you would think. And don't be afraid to go home. Just send it home for a weekend, come back recharged, have your mom like cook for you, and then go to class on Monday. Totally not a big deal. Another one, how Kappa changed my life. I think my big asked me that. Jamie, I love you if you're watching that. So yeah, I went through recruitment at UMass my sophomore year, like the best decision I ever made. I made two of my closest friends, my two best friends at school, through the process. I think that going through the whole process, you know, you really find out which sorority is the best fit for you, like which one you'd be the most comfortable with, like which girls you vibe the most. And yeah, I mean, that's going through the process. Like I've said in my other videos, my past videos, that it's like making friends doesn't come necessarily like easy to me. So it definitely gave me an opportunity to surround myself with people who are very similar to me and have the same interests as me and things like that. So at such a large school, sometimes it's hard to find that right away. So going through recruitment definitely gave me that opportunity. So I absolutely love my sorority, and I'm so blessed that the girls in it are so amazing, and I did find like two of my closest friends in it, and I know that that wouldn't have just happened if I didn't go through something like sorority recruitment. Oh, shout out. Last question, what I do to keep good eating and exercise habits on campus. So my freshman year, I lived in a dorm, and that was a lot closer to the gym than I was this year. Not that I was far from the gym this year, but I lived like, the gym was like here, and I lived like here. Having lost my father a little bit before, I think I definitely had a lot of things on my mind, and I found it easiest to work out like all of those things by physically working out. Some people work out to relieve stress, sometimes people work out to make themselves feel healthier, for self-care, self-wellness, and these are all very real things that's important to keep in mind when you are in college, because you can get very, very overwhelmed on a social level, on an academic level. Definitely for me, I would go work out in the morning because especially last year, my first class wasn't until like 11 to 1 p.m. I felt lazy, like just getting up at like 11 and going to class. So there's always gonna be either a class because I know UMass does a lot of like recreation classes, like spin class, and I became absolutely in love with spin class last year. I would go every single day. On Thursdays, I would go twice. It definitely helped me not only to keep in shape, I like definitely lost weight too. I felt that was like the healthiest I'd ever been. There's an opportunity to go to the gym. There's always gonna be a class, like the gym is always gonna be open. So definitely just pose it like positive in your head. Be like, if I get up early, then I can go to the gym and then I'm set for the day. So again, getting up early is relative. Like getting up at 9 or 10, I don't really think is early. Obviously it's not like sleeping in, but I guess your definition of sleeping in changes when you get to college. So think about that. Definitely pick a time of day based on every day or based on like every couple days of when you want to go to the gym and make it like a thing. So as soon as you build that routine, it only takes, I think, 21 days for something to become a habit. Just think about that. If you take 20 days to just go to the gym every day at 10, then it's gonna become habitual. So definitely try to just find a time that you wanna go to the gym, whether that's at nighttime, whether that's in the morning to get it over with, and then stick to it. As far as eating, so obviously everything in moderation. In college, I know especially for UMass, there is so many like fast food things around. They have Wings Over, which is like, love it. Domino's, Tonio's, which is like really good pizza, like so good. Try not to get into the habit of doing those things multiple times a week because that's where they get you. Like if you on a Friday night, you wanna order wings, order the wings. Like that's really not gonna make a difference. What becomes a problem, I think, is when you start doing that 3 times a week. That's when you start to get unhealthy. That's when you start to gain weight. So everything in moderation, definitely. I'm not saying don't do it, but I know for me, like I'd plan it like all week. So I would be good all week. I'd eat super well all week. And then in my head, because if I went out like a Friday, Saturday, I would be like, okay, Saturday night, Gareth and I will order wings. You can look forward to it, but then also like don't go overboard with it either. So it's something to look forward to and then, you know, just get right back into it the next day. As far as my day-to-day meals, typically, and I think I'll do a video on this like at some point, like maybe even when I get to school in the fall, if you guys are interested, but like what I would eat every day. Living in the house too, I would wake up around like 10 and I would have like a piece of toast and an egg. So whether that was a scrambled egg or whether that was a fried egg, because I make the best fried eggs in the world, I would have a piece of toast and a fried egg and that would be like my morning thing. A salad for lunch, or I might have whatever the chef like made. But again, I wouldn't go like overboard with it. I'd either stick to one thing, so I'd either have like the grilled cheese in the soup or I would have a salad or something like that. I might even go to like a dining hall and get like a roll of sushi or like something like that. For dinner, again, either a salad and like a meat that day or whatever meal that the chef had made. So it's good to just keep it like to your 3 meals. Try to avoid some of the snacking. Obviously like everything in moderation, but yeah, that's how I kind of got control of my eating schedule and my exercise schedule. So yeah, those were the 5 kind of all questions kind of revolved around that. Thank you guys so much for watching. If this helped you, please let me know below in the comments. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I would absolutely love to see new subscribers. That means so much to me. And if I think it's like 100 subscribers, I get my own custom YouTube URL. So shameless plug. So please subscribe. Like it if you liked it. If you have anything else, any questions, comments, concerns, either DM me on my Instagram or comment below. So thank you guys for watching Everything Annabelle.